Tonight, from M&T Bank Stadium in...
Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. In motion, Aguilar. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked out it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
A big one there for the Ravens, and goes for 18. First down carry for Henry. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. 2nd and 5. Again, it's Henry. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 2 straight runs of 5 yards. 1st and 10. Play action. It's Jackson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. There's Flowers. He's got it. Touchdown, Ravens. A great play there. 33 yards. And the Ravens put the night's first points on. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it's capped off by the Baltimore score. Britton Covey going to bring it out of his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 22. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 9. Here's Hurts to throw. This short throw caught by Goddard. And Goddard going to have an Eagles first down as the tackle made up around the 33-yard line. Throwing is Hurts. That's complete. It's Okuwebunam. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Hurts. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. 4th down now after a loss of 2. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. And a fake here. Direct snap to the up man. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. There are times to run that fake, and there are times to not run it, and this, without question, would fall in the latter category.
Well, I don't know about without question, partner. I think we should look at the analytics on this one because, oh, yeah, the analytics say, yeah, without question. You should have gone ahead and punted the football because now, not only did you not get it, and you really had no chance to, what a short field that you turned the ball over to the other offense.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the pistol. Here's Hill. And a powerful stiff arm. It frees him. Taking it right down Broadway. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Justice Hill. 36 yards. And the Ravens go up by 2 touchdowns. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and the end result was the touchdown run by Justice Hill. Unable to corral him, he fights through. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Here is 3rd and quite a ways. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. That is incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. Now The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. And right side, they're going to go option here. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and make sure he spills it for a small gain.
He finds Hardy on the slant. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Hill will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. So it takes him just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here, because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right? Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball. We get a peek here at this past draft class for them. And, you know, the front office certainly prioritized certain traits that they were looking to take advantage of in this draft, Charles. A lot of speed, a lot of athleticism, a lot of talent here in this crew. And, Brandon, one of the things I know about the best drafters in the business, they have a plan, and they find a way to stick to it on draft day despite the chaos. They want to land some of the biggest names on their board, and in the end, this group, they came together, found people that really fit their team's identity, and selected them. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Gonna look deep for Wilson. And incomplete on the deep ball. Now a 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Pickett. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. There he goes, right side. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. Well, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception. Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball, because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Now, a quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal. And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty. And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. That often runs you into a penalty. This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. This time they stay on the ground. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. On fourth down, punt coming from Braden Mann. Deontay Hardy deep for Baltimore. And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. And not his best effort there, as this one's going to be spotted down just outside of the 40-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Johnson. That'll be caught. Wallace hauls it in. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Tucker's kick is good. And the lead increases even further. It's 27-0 now. So as it turns out, a two-play drive resulting in the field goal. So a capper there to a pretty good first half. And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half. So, boy, a rough crowd. No football for 6 months. Already we're skipping halftime. All right, let's get right back to the action. We're set for quarter three. Probably not likely to see many starters in the second half as we get back at it underway in this preseason opener. And with a well-placed kickoff, that's what these new rules can do for you, as he'll be backed up to start this drive. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they? Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one. Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. This now a 3rd and 4. Looking to throw, Pickett. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. There they are going for it. Here's Pickett. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Off the play fake, here's Pickett. He'll get that complete to Albert O. So the completion good for 7 there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down. Pickett back to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Pickett will look to throw it here. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Now Pickett. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Just more frustration here offensively, and you can see it in their play and now in their body language. You know they were hoping to put a drive together to begin this 3rd quarter. But it's just not clicking right now. And it's going to be a quick call to the... Oh, he tries to force... it in, and it's intercepted. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Well, I think everyone who's watching was certainly hoping to see things get a little bit better for them in this half, weren't we? But it was a downright miserable first half that's carried over with an interception to begin the second half. That's a defeated offense right there. There's still a lot of game left. I don't think that's the last turnover we're going to see today, partner.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Johnson. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that one is his 3rd of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brendan, 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st, as he can only get this to the 30. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the 4th quarter. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th, and that will force a turnover on downs. They'll go with Hill here on 1st down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Going again on the ground here with Hill. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 56 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They'll run straight ahead with Hill. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Here's 2nd and 10. How about this? They'll try the option. Left side. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st. On 3rd down, here's Hill. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They run. It's Hill. And he gets the 1st down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. And right side, they're going to go option here. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Here's Justin Tucker now for the Raven field goal try. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. 1st and 10, here's Pickett. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Working out of the gun, it's Pickett. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball.
But it's intercepted. They got Pickett for the 3rd time in this game. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8. Not liking the look. They'll change the play. And right side, they're going to go option here. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? For the winning team here, Charles, that's about as big and clean of a win as you could hope for in the National Football League. Nope.
Welcome to Weekly. This shows some basic stats about your upcoming opponent.
Today, from Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park, New York.
And we are underway in Buffalo. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. And how about that for some fireworks to start this one? And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a first carry for the brother of Dalvin. It's James Cook. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. From the 34-yard line, here's a 2nd and 9. Throwing now is Allen. He's got his man. That's the rookie from Florida State. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 17 on that one and a Bills first down. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. He's able to get it to Coleman. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now a loose football. Coleman lost it. And this is picked up by the Bears. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
You know, if this is the regular season, partner, we'd be talking about just how costly a mistake that was, but probably good for him to get it out of his system right now.
Just hope for him and the team it's not a sign of things to come.
Yeah, without a doubt. Plus, got to worry about making the team. Those types of errors don't help you.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now we look now at their selections from this last draft. And, Charles, one thing that they were just unanimous in telling us is that they had their eyes on certain guys. They didn't think that they would get all of them, but they feel like they pretty much got everyone that they wanted. That's a rarity.
They never tipped their hand to the rest of the league either, Brandon, because what they did was they had the guys that they targeted, kept it close to the vest. They did have a few tense moments in the draft room, though, waiting for those guys to fall to them because they really didn't go after.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
That's Gregory Rousseau getting in there to bring him down. 2nd and 10. And he's going to use his legs here.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 13 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. To the air, Williams. And that will be incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On 4th down, here's Williams.
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted.
Mike Edwards picks it off.
And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
Allen off the play fake.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Coleman has it here right side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down. First down, here's the run with Cook. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. Allen now looks to throw. That's Samuel, caught left side. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that'll make it 2nd down. Cook up the gut. And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the 1st quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they've got it with a third down coming up. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
Oh, Brandon, that's a gamer move right there. Facing third down, steps up, calls his own number, and nearly makes the house call. If I'm the coach, I let him take.
And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Bills post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it ends in a Buffalo touchdown. 7-0 is our score, ready for the dynamic kickoff as this one's away. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. Things a lot different than the last time they were on the field. Remember, they threw the interception, gave up the touchdown, and now trailing 7-0 and looking for a response. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it's second down. Now rip it. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. Out of the gun is Rippon. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Duron Smoot getting in there, recording the sack. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on fourth down. They'll try and throw for it here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's first and goal. They'll try and run for it with Davis. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Ray Davis taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 14-0. A nice tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. They run with a fourth-round pick, Roschon Johnson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. Here's Rippon. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, congratulations to them. They come through defensively with another stop. And let's face it, this secondary, they've gone unchallenged so far in the first half.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. And the defense coming through on third down, a loss of 7 to bring up fourth. Here comes the Bears punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And how about this, a fake? Oh, but this is going to backfire as it's intercepted. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Well, sometimes the fake punts work out. They're fun, and you're so smart for doing it. And sometimes, Charles, what happens is an epic fail, and what we just saw was an epic fail.
And you're right about that, because the key here is the element of surprise. You have to catch a defense completely unaware that this might happen, this might occur. Unfortunately, somehow they tipped it off, or they were just well coached and on their toes.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now it's Trubisky. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
The good signal callers will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. K.J. Hamler, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it was all polished off on the touchdown reception by K.J. Hamler. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. In trouble, and he's taken down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Mike Edwards picks it off, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. After the interception, here's Trubisky. This pass caught by Hamler, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. K.J. Hamler ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Bills are able to widen their lead here in this first half. But it's not too often that you say, hey, this one's going to be over by halftime. And, CD, I know our bosses probably don't want us to say that because they don't want people clicking away. But this one might be over by halftime.
And since you've already put your job on the line by actually saying it, I will co-sign and go with you because you're my partner. We don't mean to do it, but this game has been exactly as you've described. I see no hope for them going forward.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Well, they've already allowed 3 sacks in this first half. Now a holding penalty.
So I think drastic measures had to be taken, right? The regular way was not working. He was getting hit almost every snap, it felt like. They had to try and keep him upright.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. So the call there, roughing the passer.
Well, preseason's time for working out the kinks, but sometimes you've got some defenders who are too eager to impress trying to make this team. And that time we saw one take a shot at the quarterback way too late.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and count.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one.
Now third down and very long.
Watch the screen. Mine's 43. Mine's 43. Here we go.
A give up the middle to Johnson. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
They're going to try and throw. He's got a man complete.
And he is going to have the Bears first down on what will be a big play there on 4th and long.
Ripping to pass.
That complete. It's Tyler Scott with it.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So we have reached half.
Well, we all miss football in the offseason, but apparently not everybody missed halftime. We skip right over it. We get back to the action.
Probably not likely to see many starters in the second half as we get back at it underway in this preseason opener.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not.
And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
And now what's this? They fake the spike. He'll throw it. And that is going to wind up incomplete. So they try to hit him with something you don't see too often, but it doesn't work out.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
And you can tell just by looking at them that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another 4th down.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From midfield now, here's Trubisky.
This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Handoff, running left is Davis. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. Davis, he'll try to run for it. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down.
47 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times.
Now Trubisky on 1st down.
Oh, first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted.
Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown.
Well, it's one thing to get the interception, and it was a great play, but then you saw how quickly all of his team...
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. And can you believe this? It's 2 points the other way on the fumble return. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. So potentially a good chance now to answer back from the touchdown a minute ago as they get 15 yards tacked on.
It's going to give them much better starting field position, and they didn't even have to make an extra play to get it.
He'll go up top here for Hamler. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Here's Trubisky. And he's got it. Touchdown. Dawson Knox. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bills have opened the lead up to 30. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. Here comes the Bears punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. Oh, and this turns into a mess as it's intercepted. Mike Edwards picks it off. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because...
Touchdown, Bills! K.J. Hamler from 19 yards away. And the Bills take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. A familiar refrain, a turnover leads to a touchdown, and that lead grows even wider now here in this 3rd quarter.
Yeah, partner, I'd say there are a lot of grins breaking out on that sideline because, let's face it, they came in thinking they were in for a real fight in this game, but this one's been about as one-sided as we've seen in a while. In addition, if you're a backup, time to start stretching and loosening up. You may get some playing time in this one.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And able to get this out to the 25. Rippon on 1st and 10. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. We're in the 3rd quarter in upstate New York with a 2nd and 10. To throw it is Rippon. Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. And that is incomplete.
Help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. Off the play fake, here's Trubisky. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Up the middle to Davis. And he's going to take this down close to a 1st down at about the Bears' 15-yard line. Here comes 3rd and about a foot.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. Davis is in. Touchdown, Bills. And you wonder now if he might be able to remove the helmet, put on the baseball cap, and watch the rest of this one from the sideline. His 5th touchdown pass of the game.
Say that again. Did you say 5th touchdown pass of the game?
Yes, sir.
But that's a heck of a performance, isn't it? Because they've had no answer for him at all game long. Receivers have been open constantly, and he hasn't missed a single one of them.
Dante Pettis now from his end zone.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Mike Edwards picks it off, and he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. Bass on for the extra point. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. Now with that, they could elect to take the ball at the 1 if they wanted.
Yeah, exactly right. They have options here. If they decide now to go for 2 after the penalty, the ball doesn't go to the 2-yard line as normal. They get the penalty, so that's half the distance. You put it at the 1. But if they decided they wanted to kick, they would just move the ball from the 15 to the 10, and they would kick it there.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Pettis now from his end zone. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. He's got Lewis. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That'll be caught. It's Scott. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Now Rippon on 1st and 10. And he's going to have the hook up to Scott. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. From the gun, Rippon. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw again. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. The Bears on 3rd down, as bad as you can be, 0 for 7 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
A 1st down carry here for Johnson. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
67 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. From the 38 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
Let's put that
again with Davis. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
Here we go.
Trubisky will throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here. 1st and 10. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
On 3rd down, Johnson. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Here's Bass now for the extra point.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. That time a 6-play drive and was polished off by the touchdown run from the 16-yard line.
Pettis now from his end zone. And good coverage defensively. They wouldn't let him get ahead of steam going, and he'll be brought down at the 15.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Looking to throw on 1st down is Rippon. Oh, now it's stripped. He loses the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And now he's got him in a great spot at the 8-yard line here, 1st and goal. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
Fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time.
Tonight, from Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia,